Hello, and welcome to the webinar covering the Agile Ticketing Update for version 6.38. We are very excited to introduce you to the significant benefits to the Agile Ticketing System. The first enhancements we are going to cover today are some additional system features added to our admin portal. We have added the ability to manage system control settings, confirmation text, credit card authorization batches, folder level permissions, management of questions on prices, merging customers, and importing customers, members, and classifications. Let's take a look. Most of these new features reside in the settings area. So we will click on the option to go there, and we'll start by looking at the system control settings under the general settings group. Here we see a lot of settings that control how the Agile ticketing system will operate. We can adjust things like Google Analytics integration, different web sales-based settings, electronic box office reporting to ComScore and MaxBox. We can customize order confirmation emails or customize the organization's terms and conditions. We'll go back to the settings and take a look at the confirmation text option. This allows you to define additional text or instructions to show customers in their confirmation receipt and email. Confirmation text is shown based on several factors, such as the folder that the purchase was made in, under which different sales channel it may have occurred, as well as the date, saying when that text should start being included in those confirmations. And we'll go ahead and jump back into settings once more and take a look at credit card authorization batch. This allows us to see the detail of each day's credit card charges. We'll roll our date back and take a look at the last 6 months. Here we can see the list of each of the individual batches, when it was marked as settled, how many individual records happened on those particular days, but we can dig into the detail and take a look at one of these recent days. Here we can see a lot of detail about each individual charge, whether it was authorized, declined, who it may have originated from, and we can dig into further detail if needed to see the actual response from the gateway and the processor. All right, we'll go ahead and go back to settings and take a look at user roles and permissions. We have added the ability to set specific permissions at individual folder levels. So if we actually jump into the permissions settings for this user role, we now have the ability to choose the folder. By default, we're set to the top level folder for the organization. We can go in here, choose to show all those folders. In this case, we're going to pick the gallery at Agile, and by default, each folder inherits from the parent folder. So we're going to go ahead and say that we don't want to do that, and then we can grant permissions specifically only on this particular folder. Now we will move out of the settings area and take a look at how to manage questions on prices. We'll pull up a price on this event, and we'll go to the questions tab. Here we can see that there are currently no questions being asked. We can go ahead and do a search for something like donation. And we can go ahead and choose a question there. We have the ability to add the individual question. We can search for a different one, or we can add all the questions within that donation group. Next, we'll take a look at changes in the customer relations area. We've added the import option where we can load in lists of customers, members, or attach customers to a list of classifications. We have also added the customer merge option to help with dealing with duplicate customers. The next enhancement on our list is some updates to our WordPress plugin. We have added media carousel support, added a new shortcode to support listing upcoming events, and made some general quality of life improvements to the plugin. Let's take a look. We'll start with the media carousel on the event detail page. In the first version of our plugin, we only supported showing the main event image. Now, the Agile Ticks WordPress plugin will automatically utilize all images and trailers uploaded into the Agile Ticketing System and make them available on your WordPress site. Looking at a custom page on the site, we've utilized a new shortcode to build a list of events currently playing. We have options to view by event, name, or date. We can also do things like go ahead and pick a specific date for an event. We could choose a particular time there, or click on to get more details of that film. The next enhancement on our list is our new way of handling shows that are coming soon. Previously, organizations would have to schedule a mock showing, put it on sale, and attach a coming soon custom property to the event. Now we've made it super simple to define which shows are coming up. Let's take a look. We'll start by looking at a new web link set up as a coming soon list type. We have control over whether or not this should be alpha-based or date-based, how many months we're going to look out for those coming soon events, as well as what folder we're going to look for those coming soon events in. If we go ahead and pull up that list of events, we see that we've already got some on here set to be coming soon here in the next coming days. We're going to go ahead and go back, jump over to our list of shows, pull up Die Hard, and what we see on shows now is the ability to set a date and whether or not it should be marked as coming soon. So all we have to do, go ahead and set that yes, this will be coming soon. We'll push the date out to December 19th, that first day we plan on showing it. Save that change. Now with this coming soon list, we'll go ahead and relook at it and refresh it. And we've got now Die Hard added to that list. We don't have to worry about setting several values. We just set that coming soon date. Once that date occurs, it will automatically fall off the list. Also, once you schedule your showings, it can show up on your purchase list as well. The next enhancement on our list is some changes to the Agile Ticks iOS scanning app. We have made some changes to make scanning at larger events easier to manage. Let's take a look. We'll go ahead and pull up the scan app and choose an event so we can validate tickets. We've updated the apps to make sure that it remembers the last scan batch that you have selected. So we'll go ahead and do something like fully close out the app. And whenever we come back in, it's going to jump automatically back to that same scanning screen. The other change is the ability to lock agents to the scanning screen. If we go under settings, we can choose the lock scan screen option. Now if we go back and out and choose a different, if we try to choose a different scan batch for instance, it's going to tell us that the batch is locked and we got to provide the unlock code. This can be very helpful when dealing with volunteers or others who may be curious with what else they can do in the app, keep them from going away from the event they should be scanning on. The last enhancement on our list are updates to our organization branded apps. We have continued to make improvements based on feedback from those organizations that have already launched their apps. We are ready to take on more organizations who want an app branded to their organization in the Apple and Google Play stores. Contact our sales team today to get more information. Thank you for joining in so we could explore these new enhancements for our upcoming system update.